How to avoid relationship strain when one partner is working at home and one partner works outside. Hey guys, Jeremy Roadruck here, your mindset mastery and peak performance relationship guy. And today we're going to break down a thing that is breaking down relationships around the world, unfortunately. You know, with COVID and all the impact that we've had, life is changing, work situations are changing, telecommuting is happening more and more. And we have one member of the family working at home and another member leaving and coming back. And that is putting a new type of strain on relationships and marriages. So we're going to break that down, kind of what's going on and what you could start to do to make things better. Okay, so as you guys know, I work with primarily men, dads, and couples. And I'm seeing this, hearing this from both partners, whoever is staying at home. He's staying at home, she's staying at home, the tension is there, the resentment is there. So I'd like to share with you the specifics of a client, and we will call him Robert, not his actual name, but he works at home and he is a contractor. He does home repair and he works with other contractors. He's got teams. He makes things happen. And so his schedule is very flexible. He spends a lot of time at home coordinating, and he's been doing remodels around the house to the tune of about $30,000 in upgrades. It's a lot of work, a lot of detail, a lot of mental load, a lot of emotional load. He and his wife have 2 kids at home, both not quite all the time in school. Sometimes they're going to be home as well. So he's managing their schedules. He's managing his schedule. He's taking care of the house. He's cooking. He's cleaning. He's producing. And she's working outside of the home. And so when she comes home, sometimes she's seeing him when he is taking some downtime to rest and recover, to rejuvenate himself, because guys need transition time. We need to be able to switch from one mode to the next. But the thing is, every time she comes home, she sees him relaxing, playing video games, zoning out, listening to podcasts and music. And so in her mind, she walks in the door, well, this isn't done and that's not done, and there's toys everywhere, and why aren't the boys this, and why isn't that, and why isn't it? And so she's been gone all day. She's been working in the trenches. And so when she shows up at home, wants to rest, wants to relax, but looks around the house, it's a disaster. What's going on? What did you even do all day? And so now she's starting to dig in on him. And he's trying to be his best for her and for the family, but he feels henpecked. He feels attacked. He feels disrespected. Starts to feel overloaded and overwhelmed. Like, I can't catch a moment's rest because she doesn't see the things he's done all day. And so the resentment starts to build. And every time she comes home, something needs to be corrected. Something needs to be adjusted. He needs to be scolded. He needs to be disciplined. He needs to be punished. It's got him feeling like a little kid again. Feeling like he's being harped on because I didn't do my chores and I'm not being responsible and respectful. I'm not taking care of my family. And so his energy is dogpiling into the pavement, and so is hers. Now, another factor to consider is he's at home with the kids. He's at home doing X and Y and Z. The resentment in him starts to build. Well, you know, at least you get to leave the house. At least you get to go out and see new things. I'm inside these 4 walls all day long. And so her coming home, instead of it being something joyful, the resentment builds. The tension builds, the anger builds, and to everybody else, you guys are such a power couple, you're so amazing, but we both feel a different truth, and we feel we're not living real. Like we have to hide and keep an image up, and that stuff gets overwhelming. I got to maintain this facade. I got to protect you in front of your family. I got to protect you in front of your coworkers. And then she's feeling like, oh, you know, I would love to stay home with the kids and be a real mom instead of doing this job thing. I'm missing them growing up. You're so lucky you get to stay home and spend time and kiss their boo-boos and do all these things. So her resentment builds, his resentment builds. Again, this is a lose-lose game if we keep it arranged the way that we have. Okay, so now here's the thing. The first thing, if we're going to make changes, we got to see the situation for what it is, not worse than it is. And unfortunately, in this situation, if that resentment and that judgment doesn't stop, this relationship is on its way, a slow march towards divorce and end. Because resentment, resistance, judgment, both partners feeling pressure, feeling tension, they can love each other, but they're falling out of love with each other. And so it's not enough, right? The statistics are, after a first divorce, second marriages divorce at an even higher rate than first marriages. And the reason is we take our crap with us. We take our patterns, we take our judgments, and we don't always find a partner who's going to help us and heal us. We find somebody similar to who we just had, and we see the same pattern again. And so we get out earlier because I'm not going to live like this. I'm not going to live with this pressure. I'm not going to live with this judgment. I'm not going to live with this. So we've really got to resolve this by digging in. And so finally, to compound this, it's not so simple of just, well, let's just switch careers and I'll work outside and you work inside and everything will be fine, because her job pays more than his does outside. And so she kind of has to work to support everything, and he kind of has to work to support everything. So they're kind of stuck. So the way out of this problem is not exiting, and it's not making each other wrong. It's digging into the source of where those rules and resentments are coming from and resolving it so that both partners can start to live in a place of appreciation instead of resentment. So guys, if you want out of that hole, if you want your wife to admire you, to respect you, to see the man you truly are and the work you're putting in for her, for the kids, for yourself, for the life you're truly building, if you want to get back to that place of confidence, clarity, certainty about how to act, what to do, make the impact, let's get on a call. Let's just get to the source of this, because yeah, you can DIY it and you're wasting time and the situation's going to get worse and worse and worse. Your real solution, the hell you want, the heaven you want, they're both found the same place, going through yourself and dealing with you first, truly being the man in her life, in your kids' lives. Hell, be the man in your life. Step up for yourself and step in. And you don't have to do it alone. I'm right there with you. So down below, there is a link. Click it. Get 15 minutes. Let's brainstorm your situation. No sales pitch, no pressure. I just want to understand you and your situation and how best I can support you and where you need to go next. 15 minutes, totally free call, totally impact driven. And make sure you guys like and subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you'll see the next clip that comes out when we're going to unpack another situation and what we can start to do to make things better.